Hi Aquarius, welcome to your May reading. My name is Kimberly from The Path Illuminated. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm looking forward to doing your collective reading for the month of May. As I mentioned, this is a collective reading and it is a general reading, so the messages may resonate, they may not. If they do not resonate, don't try to make it fit. I am a tarot reader, an alignment guide, and a coach. I do not see myself as a psychic or a fortune teller, but I am an energy reader. So I believe whatever messages come through during this general reading for the Aquarius collective will be for the evolution of your soul, will provide some insight, some feedback, some food for thought, hopefully some support and inspiration. I will pull 5 cards for the general overview, and then I will pull some clarifiers, and I will end with a card from the Animal Spirit deck. I'm recording this on April 17th. We are still in Aries season, but quickly moving to Taurus season, I believe on Friday. I am not an astrologist, but I do follow astrology, and we have on April 19th/20th, depending on where you are located in the world, we have a solar eclipse and new moon in Aries, so very potent, chaotic energy. And then I believe on Friday, we are having Mercury go back into retrograde. So as I tell everybody, retrogrades are about the reassess, reconsider, reestablish, remember, reset, and definitely rest. Find some time to take care of yourself, meditate, do yoga, do all the things that keep you grounded. Try to move out of reactive energy, double, triple check contracts and emails, back up your computer. Some people would say don't text your ex, but like I always say, you are the only person that knows what's going on in your life. So always trust yourself and your own intuition and guidance above anyone or anything else. You know your life and you have free will. So always do what you feel is best for you. I don't even necessarily, I don't know, probably controversial. I don't necessarily even believe in mistakes necessarily, because even if you make a less than ideal situation, ultimately whatever you learn from that choice or that situation that you find yourself in is going to be to help you to grow and to better understand yourself. One more card, Spirit. Your angel, spirits, and guides. More cards, please. For the Aquarius reading. 2. I only need 1. Let's try this again. If you enjoy the reading, please like and subscribe, as they say on the YouTubes. All right. Let me pull some clarifiers. So we have the Page of Wands in reverse to start out the reading. So there might be, during the month of May, a bit of a delay in your forward movement. You may have recently considered or had plans to start something new, potentially a new job or project, or maybe you're considering striking out on your own. But May might bring a bit of blockage, which it might be just a delay because of the fact that, again, we are going to be moving into Mercury retrograde. So that would make a lot of sense. The Page of Wands is clarified by the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands talks about coming sort of to a breaking point, being close to a completion. So perhaps you have experienced some delays in your momentum and forward movement in your recent past. And maybe you're kind of feeling really frustrated about your delays, about your lack of forward movement. I think during the month of May, the next card is the Hermit, but it's in reverse. So I think that perhaps you're going to be struggling with this call to go within. As the Hermit is all about taking a step back, you know, turning off social media, cutting back on, you know, being social with other people, and really reconnecting with yourself and going deep. And it seems to me like perhaps you might have some challenges with that because you're feeling very frustrated. You're not sure why you're not having this forward movement. And sometimes in order to move forward, we have to take a step back, and that can be very counterintuitive for us. And I think also with regard to this energy with the new moon and the solar eclipse in Aries, it can, along with the Mercury retrograde energy, it can be very conflicting because you want to move forward, but there's a bit of a delay, and the delays come for us. They come for us to, again, reconsider, reassess, reset our expectations. And I think Spirit really is going to be challenging you, and you're going to be struggling with taking a step back. And maybe it's because you want to go out, you want to have a good time, you don't really want to think about it. Three of Swords, but it's in reverse. When it's upright, it's all about, you know, painful endings, betrayal, heartache, obviously. But it's in reverse. So, how would I view this? Perhaps you're avoiding taking a step back because it is going to potentially cause you to reconsider a situation that ended, a heartbreak. I'm gonna pull some more cards to clarify deeper. Because I'm not really clear on that, but I want to move forward just with the initial reading. So the Queen of Pentacles is all about being in your grounded, royal, financially abundant. It's all about abundance in your physical 3D reality. So I think that if you can work through some of your frustrations and blockages, ultimately it's going to help you to reconnect with your inner Queen of Pentacles, because you do have the capacity to be this ethereal, majestic, very grounded, very abundant energy. And the reason for that is because you are walking away from this disappointed energy. So when the Five of Cups is upright, you see this figure that's standing here looking at 3 cups that are spilled out, but there are still 2 cups behind this person, but they're focused on the things that did not work out. So I think in some ways you're having a challenge because it feels like a step back. And I think in your mind, Aquarius, you're like, I'm over the heartbreak. I'm over the disappointment. I'm not like in this place anymore. I don't understand why things have been stalled. I don't know why I'm not able to move forward into this new journey that I've been wanting to push forward in. I don't know why, you know, I'm not getting this promotion. I don't know why I haven't been able to find the energy to start this new job or to establish myself as an entrepreneur. I'm over the heartbreak. I'm over the disappointment. I'm focused on my physical reality and the things that I can control. The Sun in reverse to me says that you are still the disappointments from the past are still having an impact on you. Only you are going to know how. But again, right, like I said, we're quickly approaching Mercury retrograde. So there might be some lingering energy from past disappointments that are blocking your connection to your higher self and from manifesting this grounded new reality. I mean, I do see the devil's in reverse. So when it's upright, you see these two figures that are chained, but the chains that are around their necks are very loose, which means that they can decide at any moment to remove the chains that bind them. So in reverse, I do feel like as you get through May, as you deal with some of these internal struggles and the frustration of needing to slow down and to reconsider the ways in which some of this past energy and the past disappointments that you feel like you've worked through, but how they're still stopping you from really being in this very happy, prosperous, enthusiastic energy. Because ultimately there is a grounded new reality. And the devil is clarified. The devil in reverse is clarified by the star in reverse. The star is the card of Aquarius. It is all about this like magical, charismatic, balanced energy of being connected to Mother Earth, being connected to spirit and your intuition, being able to pour from these deep wells of being into all of the things that you're manifesting and working on. So even though it seems like you've walked away from these relationships, that's what I'm getting. You've walked away from these past relationships that haven't worked out for you. You still haven't fully processed these endings, and you haven't fully healed, and you haven't fully integrated it. And because of that, you're not quite feeling like yourself, which is why Spirit's going to be asking you to take a step back. I think Spirit is going to be challenging you to stop distracting yourself, Aquarius. That like there's no timeline for recovering from heartbreak or disappointment, and avoiding the necessary time that you actually need alone is ultimately what's going to block you. And you have to be able to identify. I don't know, that one came out, so I'm gonna do this again. You have to be able to identify why you're not feeling like yourself. But also, why are you avoiding yourself is what I'm getting. You don't feel like yourself because you've been avoiding yourself, Aquarius. It seems to me like you have been avoiding those deep emotions because you're afraid of what it's going to bring up. Sun in reverse and Ace of Pentacles. I just want to pull the rest of these clarifiers so I can just get some deeper insights here. It's a pretty layered reading. Internally, you feel the blockage, Aquarius, and internally, you know there's resistance to spending time by yourself because it's so much easier to just keep doing what you've been doing and to remain stuck. Can I get one more, please? There's definitely lots of opportunities during the month of May for new beginnings and new pathways, but I don't think they're really going to be available to you until you take that time to go inward, Aquarius. So, Page of Wands and the Nine of Wands, Page of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Wands clarified by the Ace of Wands. So this is about a passionate new beginning. This is about starting fresh. But clearly you've been feeling blocked. But there is still the opportunity for you to really move forward into this direction. So I'm seeing this as there's this new project, new job, maybe a new company, and you've been definitely feeling blocked. But I'm seeing the universe saying, even though it may feel like there's a delay, it's still going to happen. You have to trust. You are avoiding going inside with yourself and taking a step back from all the things you've been doing, all the socializing you've been doing, because you're afraid of what's you're gonna find. The Page of Cups is all about, when it's upright, an emotional new beginning, emotional communication. It could be an offer of love. In reverse, I'm seeing this as you don't want to think about the ways in which you've been hurt in the past, and you really don't want to even give yourself an opportunity to think about the ways in which perhaps you have actually shut yourself down to your own emotions and your own intuition as a means to protect yourself. You would just rather pretend like everything's fine. Ace of Swords clarifies the Queen of Pentacles, and I believe it was the Five of Cups. Yeah, Five of Cups in reverse. So this is about gaining mental clarity around your new beginning. So I think, yes, it feels like you've been stalled and delayed, but it's still going to happen. But you're going to need to get to a place of thinking about yourself, your situation, and your past in a new way so that you can gain more insight and get to a more balanced place between your head and your emotions. And I think that you are, so Aquarius is an air sign, but they are the water bearer, which means that Aquarius is known as being very logical, innovative, forward thinking, outside of the box thinking, but they're the water bearer, which means that they have access to their deep emotions and their intuition. But oftentimes, Aquarius, you can avoid that deep connection to your emotions because you don't want to be out of balance. But I'm seeing this reading as saying that unless you connect with yourself on that level, unless you go inside, take a step back, spend some time alone, that's the way that you're going to find this stability between your head and your heart. So the Five of Pentacles clarified, the Sun in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold. Perhaps you are fearful of what risks lie ahead with regard to this new job, this promotion, this company that you're starting, whatever it is. I see this as the reason the Sun is in reverse is because you are fearful of something happening to you financially, and your stability being undermined. But I really think that that's just in your head, to tell you the truth, Aquarius. I've been getting this in all of the readings. And you know, like every reader reads from where they are on their own spiritual path. So this tracks. You're your own worst enemy, Aquarius, just like all of us. You need your emotions just as much as you need your intellect. You need your intellect as much as you need your passions. You have to connect to your inner self and your inner guidance so that you can determine how best to move forward. Simply being afraid of the potential for things to not work out is just going to continue to keep you stuck. And you're clearly frustrated with being stuck. So in order to move forward, you're going to have to completely change your perspective about everything, about the past, about the present, about the future, and about how you play into all of this, because understand that in every situation in your life, you're the common denominator. So the devil in reverse and the star in reverse is clarified by the Two of Wands. You have a choice to make. Take some time during the month of May, Aquarius, to stop resisting the call to withdraw. Stop resisting the call to go inward. Stop resisting the call to cut back on all of the busyness of your life. You need to go within. You need to re-examine the past, and you may think that you are over the disappointments and the betrayals and the heartbreak of the past, but it's clearly affecting your current way of being. I think it shut you down to your own inner guidance and your heart. And I understand why. I understand the fear. And I think, you know, in this time collectively in the world, I can understand being fearful of losing what you have. But if you allow fear to keep you stuck, that's where you're going to stay. So you have a choice to make during the month of May. What are you going to choose, Aquarius? Are you going to choose to stay stuck? Or are you going to choose to bring some balance to yourself so that you can manifest the things that you claim that you want in this life? Choice is yours, Aquarius. I'm going to pull an animal spirit card to close out the reading. I hope that these messages were beneficial for you. If they were, please like and subscribe. Okay. On the floor. And is the crocodile. So I'm going to read from the book, so just bear with me while I find it. This is water energy. Crocodile. Resting, submerging, collecting energy, cooling off. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. When in balance, wise, patient, a silent powerhouse. That definitely sounds like an Aquarius. When out of balance, feels stuck, lashes out. To bring into balance, rest. Makarasana pose. That might be a yoga pose, but I don't know which one that is or if I'm even saying it right. Yeah, Aquarius, this confirms everything. It's time to take a step back. It's time to understand that any perceived setbacks or delays are for your own benefit. And now is the time to take a step back from all of the social activities, all of the commitments you feel that you need to show up for, and carve out some time to reconnect with your inner self so that you can figure out what is holding you back, what energy still needs to be processed, understood, integrated, healed. What fears do you need to work through so that you can make a wise decision? Because if you are trying to move towards this path, you want to come to this path, to this new journey, this new job, this new company you're building, whatever it is, from a balanced place. But in order to do that, you need to take advantage of the time that the universe is giving you to go within and to reconnect with your inner guidance. So I hope these messages were helpful for you, Aquarius, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much.